Hello, welcome to this weather update. We're approaching 10:30, and the storm's starting to slow down a little bit. Looks like we have a little bit more to go here with the heavy rain on Long Island. This cell looks like it popped up right over the Pine Barrens here. No warning out for it. Special marine warning for this one here. This, the worst of it's mainly going to the south of Long Island. Again, you have this really heavy cell right over here. It looks like right around, right in the middle of the Pine Barrens there. Ridge, Manaville, West Hampton, not a lot of light. There is some lightning being produced by it. Not a lot of lightning being produced. You can see some strikes here that are occurring. Not a lot. And the other storm that was over the Jersey Shore has slowed down a little bit. It's still going. It's still going a little bit. So it's still not as strong as it was, but it's still going. Still got some lightning strikes. Looks like a whole bunch around the Five Towns area there. So I'm going to turn this off with the lightning, and we're going to look at PSEG Long Island with the power outage situation because it's climbing. Let me move this over. If we can move this over, that would be great. So we have 6,319 power outages right now. The affected customers across the island. You can see mostly on the North Shore. We're going to go ahead and now take a look at all these. Well, actually, before I do that, let me just show you the radar. So here you go. Here's the radar. You can see the storm starting to finally, you can see the storms finally starting to weaken. Finally see them starting to weaken. Finally. Let's go to the PSEG Long Island outage. So we have big outage. This area was hit very hard. So this whole area here, Bayville, Oyster Bay, Mill Neck, and this is also affecting the Oyster Bay branch too. We're going to have to look at the railroad because there's been a service suspension due to a fallen tree between Oyster Bay and Locust Valley. And obviously you can see this whole area looks like it's without power. This whole area is without power. So mostly without power in this entire area. Laddingtown, Bayville, Center Island, part of Oyster Bay. Looks like a complete outage there. Probably trees down on wires. We have, it's starting to pour here, by the way. We're getting the leftovers from that other storm that was over Jersey. Matinacock. We have one here on the east side of Glen Cove as well. So this whole area looks like it was hit very, very hard indeed. And I was actually reviewing some of the pictures that I took from the lightning, and I saw the possible, it looked like in the distance, possible tornado. I don't know if a tornado hit this area, but I saw what looked like a funnel cloud in the distance when I was reviewing the pictures. It's not going to be in this update. I was reviewing them on my camera. It'll be in the video that I took of the storm. So we have an outage here in Glen Cove. So this area was hit very hard. Leads me to believe that there was definitely some wind damage in this area. This can't all be from lightning. So I'm thinking there was some kind of wind event in this area, possibly a tornado. I don't know, but or a microburst or something. We have some outages around Syosset. This is affecting the Long Island Railroad. There's signal problems around Syosset at the Long Island Railroad due to that. Middle Nassau, not too many outages. We have Port Washington here that was hit. But again, this area, Port Washington, Great Neck, Port Washington, not hit as hard as the Oyster Bay area as far as outages go. Middle of Nassau, looks like we have some outages around East Meadow. A couple of power outages here too. This may have been more due to lightning. Let's go to the South Shore now. See, I don't see anything on the South Shore, of course. Well, the South Shore didn't get hit that hard, that's why. Looks like a couple around Plainview, a couple here. Let's go look further east here. Huntington. Yep, we got a power outage in the north part of Huntington. And so this whole cell, you can see where this cell moved and caused some problems. So let's go further out east, Suffolk County. Not hit very hard. Nothing to see here. All right, so that is PSEG Long Island. Now we got to look at JCP&L because they are really 20 now. JCP&L is up to 26,323 people without power due to the storm. So let's now take a look at their map and see what's going on. So we have an outage here, Keyport. Yeah, this area here got hit very hard. The eastern part of Monmouth County. Red Bank. Some of these towns here I've never heard of. Oakhurst. Have a large outage here. 101 to 1500. Anything that's orange or red is going to be a big outage. JCP&L's map is not as good as PSEG Long Island. We got a lot over here at Fairhaven. Looks like a lot of people out over here. Freehold as well. We have some large outages in Freehold, 1,500 plus. So I wonder if the Freehold Raceway Mall is being affected by this. Could be. Yeah, Freehold is a complete outage there. That looks a transmission problem. Also, Wall Township, Belmore Boulevard, Shark River Hills, and boy, it's going to be humid tonight. I feel bad for these people who don't have power, not having air conditioners. That's why if you have power, blast your air conditioner, because at least, you know, you keep your place as cool as possible. So if the power does go out, it'll stay cool in there for a little longer. So Shark River Hills, this whole area here is affected here. Wall Township, and then Brick Township, and then Toms River too has some outages too. Small ones, looks like, for the most part. All right, let's go outages by county, so it makes it a little easier to see what's going on here. See what areas are hardest hit here as far as the counties go. All right, Burlington only 23, Essex hardly any. Most of the outages are in Middlesex and Monmouth. Monmouth has been hit very hard. So in Monmouth County, you have most of the outages. 16,094 power outages in Monmouth County. I mean, people without power in Monmouth. I shouldn't say power outages, because an outage is, you know, could involve a lot of people. So you can see the areas that are being affected the most, and definitely it is Monmouth County for sure. So let's go back to that map. Let's return to the map and look a little more at Monmouth County here. So Wall Township. I'm surprised this is not affecting New Jersey Transit, but this whole area has been hit very hard. So multiple power outages in Monmouth County. Could be a transmission issue due to the lightning strikes. JCPL seems to always have issues with that. Their system is not very good at standing up to lightning, I've noticed. So that could be. So now back to Long Island. Let's see what the impact is on the Long Island Railroad, because it is weather-related. So we have a weather-related cancel at Locust Valley. So between Locust Valley and Oyster Bay, service is suspended. And there's signal problems in Syosset due to the storms. These areas were hit very hard by the storm. So down trees east of Locust Valley. That is what we have right now. Let's go to the latest radar here to see where the storms are. We'll refresh this again to show you where it is. So this is the Ventu Sky radar. I think this radar is old, so let me look at the one to ground. Whatever reason, it doesn't refresh that often. So let me look at the one to ground radar. I want to use something that's higher resolution. You know, that's the thing. Although I don't know why the Weather Service on their website doesn't really give high resolution radar. I just don't understand it. The resolution is always fairly low. I just don't understand why they don't do that. I think it's kind of ridiculous that you have to use these other sites. All right, so here we go. Here is the high resolution radar. So we still have this. Yeah, we still have to deal with this batch of rain here. Some heavy rain. But you can see it's weakened as it's moved through. So again, you can see it has weakened substantially. It's not as strong as it was, and shouldn't be getting hit. This is moving through right now. It's pouring right now. So lightning. We'll look at the lightning again. See what we have with lightning. Most of the strikes are out over the ocean, so this is quieting down. And we'll go to the Weather Service site, and we're going to look and see if there's any storm reports or anything. Let's go right to their Twitter and see if there are any storm reports right now. Let's go to their Twitter and look and see if there are any storm reports. So the flash flood warning up for our area as well because of the rain. We're looking for thunderstorm damage, so we'll have to see what happens. So this is the severe thunderstorm warning that was issued earlier that involved the North Shore. So they said hail, wind up to 60 miles an hour. So there could have been some wind with it. We'll have to see what happened with that. We can look at the rainfall. Well, I'm not even going to look at that. We're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to get all the storm reports in. Again, radar. There's the radar. And then we have this as well. So we're going to look at the satellite too. We look at these storms on the satellite and see how high the tops are. So you can see, look at that. Look at them blossoming on this. So this is pretty amazing here. So in the next part, we will look at the current conditions and some models. So you see on the map, you see that flash flood warning in effect for the North Shore. And I'm curious Well, I don't think LaGuardia got. I'm curious to see how much rain has fallen in some of these areas. Well, first we'll look at the current conditions at Farmingdale. I don't think that much rain fell at Farmingdale. So 74 thunderstorm being reported, dew point of 70. It was quite humid today. You'll see that it hit 88 at Farmingdale, and the dew points were very high. However, we had thickening clouds in the evening after, say, 5 o'clock or so, and it wasn't as bad once those clouds came in, blocked the sun. Temperatures were allowed to drop into the upper 70s and low 80s. And the sea breeze was able to give us some relief. Let's look at islip here. 74 thunderstorm, dew point 72. 0.29 inches of rain with that. Islip got up to 91. Look at these dew points. 77 degree dew point. That is stifling right there. Stifling. Let's look at Shirley, because that's where that storm looked like it would hit, right around Shirley Airport. So thunderstorm, rain, and breezy, 77. Look at that. Northwest wind at 21, gusting to 25. Dew point 71. Let's see what they got up to today, 88. And we'll go to Central Park now. Look at Central Park and see what rainfall Central Park got as well. So 74, we see that 73 degree dew point got up to 93 at Central Park. And look at that. They got a lot of rain. 1.14 inches of rain at Central Park. That's quite a bit. Let's look at LaGuardia and see what LaGuardia got. And I got to look at Kennedy, too. So LaGuardia, 76, reports a thunderstorm. Let's see what LaGuardia got up to. 95 degrees, and they've gotten over 1.5 inches of rain right there, as you see. So definitely going to be some good rainfall amounts with these storms. Let me look at JFK and see what JFK got. So JFK, 75 degrees, dew point 75. And got up to 90, and they've only gotten 0.09. So the storms looks like it missed them. And we'll work our way into New Jersey now. So let's go and look at some of these airports here, if we can get some of these airports. So Somerville Airport, 74, thunderstorm in vicinity. They've got about 3/4. No, they got almost an inch of rain out of it. They got up to 95 degrees. Let's do Belmar Farmingdale. Belmar Farmingdale was able to get into that thunder. I don't know. I think I might have just missed 75. 2.72. Let's see what they. Yeah, that storm just missed the airport. Only 0.08 inches of rain. Oh, and what was the high temperature there? 96 degrees. Let's take a look at the worst place to be at all, which has a flash flood warning in effect. Believe it or not, 73, and we have a high of 99 degrees. Here, take a look at this. I am going to make this nice and large for you to see that it hit 99 degrees there in Toms River. 99, it's almost 100 degrees there. Feeling really oppressive there. I don't know how anyone can survive in that place. It's just so hot there. So 73, and all right. So we have this flash flood warning in effect. I think it's the excessive heat watch that we're looking at actually. Excessive heat watch that's in effect. Excessive heat warning for this area here. I don't know. The colors are the same, so I'm wondering what it is picking up here. So let's see what is. This is the excessive heat watch that's in effect. Excessive heat watch, yeah. So the excessive heat watch will go, yeah, because temperatures are going to be, heat index values are going to go up to 113 due to the 113 with temperatures in the upper 90s and dew points in the mid 70s. So this is the area that's going to be affected here. Excessive heat watch. So this is good. It's going to be some really unbearable conditions starting on Friday in New Jersey. But today was already unbearable. So what can I tell you? It's crazy. So now, well, we got another thing from the Long Island Railroad. Let me see, just because this is related to the weather. Yes, suspended in both directions between Locust Valley and Oyster Bay due to downed trees. So this is storm damage here that has occurred in east of Locust Valley, and that's probably why the power is out in that area too as well. Okay, so let's now take a look and see what the models are going to be showing here, because we have we're going to have one hell of a. All right, let's go to the NAM first. We'll start off with the weather situation here. Look at this. This is way underdone. Way underdone. It's the latest NAM, 0Z NAM. Way underdone. So the timing was completely off on this. Timing is completely off, but we could have more chances for thunderstorms tomorrow, throughout the morning tomorrow, and then maybe another chance in the afternoon. Looks like the NAM has it mostly over New Jersey, not over us, but we're going to have to watch that and see. And then as we go into Friday, it looks like we finally lose that chance of thunderstorms. Okay, so we can look at I'm not even going to look at the rainfall amounts on the NAM. I think the models, we're in the middle of the event, and again, some areas are going to see well over an inch. Some areas are going to see a lot less than that. It just depends on who gets the storms. Let's go to the GFS, and the main thing we're going to have to talk about is the temperatures and seeing where those temperatures are going to be heading, because again, we have this heat wave, severe heat wave. It can be the worst heat wave we've had in quite some time that's going to be affecting our area. So as we go into tomorrow, Thursday, we're going to have a lot of clouds around, so the temperatures aren't going to get very high, especially on Long Island. Probably just 80 to 85. In New Jersey, could be close to 90, though, if there's more of a chance the sun pops out, and that, of course, will trigger some more thunderstorms. Friday is when the brutal heat starts. North Shore, Long Island, over 90, probably 90 to 95. Maybe mid-90s on the North Shore and the middle of the island, probably. And then the South Shore in the 85 to 90. And then near 100 degrees in New Jersey for Friday. And then as we go into Saturday, this is when we have no sea breeze. We're going to die. Saturday's the worst day. Temperatures will get near 100 everywhere, I think, even on Long Island, perhaps even on the South Shore. New Jersey, Tom's River is probably going to be going to 100 to 105 degrees, probably over 100 degrees in Tom's River. I think it'll definitely be. I think we could see a high of 105 in Tom's River. Could be setting some all-time records there in New Jersey. And then look at this. Sunday, we got to deal with it all over again. Another 100-degree day across our area. And really just extreme heat for this weekend is going to be bad. And then as we have that front coming, and then it really, look at this, knocks the temperature down substantially for Monday. As we see just to the north and the west, it's a lot cooler. Look at this, a lot cooler air coming in, mid-90s for maybe the middle of the island, maybe New Jersey, or no, not mid-90s, mid-80s I meant. So we should see the temperature drop, and as we go into Tuesday, look at that. It's a nice drop, and you can see it looks like there's a stall front here because it's very cool here, which indicates that it could be raining in those really cool areas there. And then as we go into Wednesday, look at that, mid-70s. So we have a dramatic cool down. But of course, we're not just going to be dealing with the heat. We're going to be dealing with the humidity on top of that heat, which is what's going to make it feel even worse than what it already is out there. So as we go into Thursday, we have dew points around 70 degrees. And then as we go into Friday, these dew points remain around 70 degrees. Look at this dew point pool off to the west. Just to be clear, we're not on this. This is a really, look at this. This is going to be oppressive. And like I said, the models underestimated the dew points. We could be very well dealing with dew points like this. Dew points near 80 degrees. Possible in our area, too. I wouldn't rule it out. Saturday, dew points go even further up. Look at the wind barbs. You'll see that on Friday we have more of a sea breeze, maybe, on Long Island, but look at the wind barbs on Saturday. More of a westerly flow. Keeps the sea breeze at bay. Look at this. Dew points near 80 around Philadelphia. I think Tom's River could see an 80-degree dew point out of this. And then Sunday, look at this. We're still dealing with the humidity. Sunday, still dew points maybe a little lower, tick lower, 65 to 70. And then finally, as we get ahead into Monday, here comes the front. And we finally start seeing some relief. Dew points starting to drop as we head into Tuesday. Look at the lower dew points in the 50s. And then look at Wednesday. We have see, this front's going to get hung up. That's what's being forecast. I knew it. I knew the freaking front would get hung up. I knew it. The stupid ridge, it stalls out the fronts, and we could be dealing with some stall front syndrome. But this is way in advance. We got to get through the weekend first. And I can look at the sky, the clouds, to show you, just to show you the front, to show you what it looks like on here. So let's see if you can actually see it. There it is. You can see the front just kind of just can't make it offshore. It just gets hung up, stalls out. So you can have beautiful clear weather to the west, but we're not going to get into that. Unbelievable. I thought we were going to get some nice weather. Well, we'll see what happens. The models are going to go back and forth on this. This is a ways away, and the GFS was bringing the front through a little faster. Now it's slowed it down. It's going to go back and forth. Hopefully we can get this thing offshore so we can get some nice weather in our area. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start begging for money to go to Flagstaff. Oh boy. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap up this weather update. We have two more messages from the railroad here. So Oyster Bay train, obviously, due to these storms here, power outages in New Jersey. I will check PSEG Long Island one more time for you as well. Man, what a night it's been. So actually, they've restored some power. So now it's 4,878. It looks like JCP&L is doing a lot worse. Again, this area looks like it was hit very hard. The North Shore, we're going to have to take a look and see what's going on with that. as far as and there was a report of a house fire on Carl Place. We don't know if that was due to lightning strikes or not. There could have been some houses struck by lightning tonight. So a very stormy night as we deal with the remnants from Barry, and as we deal with this climate crisis that we are in, that is bringing this absolutely crazy weather to us. The next days are going to be brutal, and I just hope that the power stays on, because you really, especially Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you cannot survive without air conditioning. Period. Anyway, that wraps up this video. Take care.